This is day 2 of the Nation of Go tour. My name is Lars Wolfe. I'm with WORKS Motorsports, and this is my handiwork. So basically, we were on stage. We were doing quite well. The way the course was going basically was a lot of 5s and 6s in the course notes, which are very fast turns. We're talking 4th, 5th gear. I might, shift into 4th, give the car a little flick, and foot to the floor, shift into 5th. So we're talking anywhere from 90 to 120 miles an hour on a dirt road. In the route book, my coach was just buried in his notes. We come up to a note called, it was basically, the way it was called by the co-driver was left 5 opens 500, which usually means the left 5 is a slightly tight kink. It's slow. It's about 60 miles an hour. And when it opens means it's basically my foot's to the floor and I'm going for 5th. So basically at that point, the 500 is 500 meters till the next instruction. So then he goes 500, and then he's buried in his notes, and then he starts over. He goes 500 into long crest, into right 3, into left 4. So if you can put that into perspective of the way numbers work, is you have a long crest that I can't see over, then a little crest because it's into, so it's crest, into, so that's into. They go 1, 2, 3. Then a right 3 is a 90-degree turn, and the left 4 is just slightly more open than a 90-degree turn. So basically, we come over to this long crest that I can't see over, and I'm not Travis Pastrana, I'm not Ken Block, so I back off, I lift over before because I can't see. And my co-driver feels this, he feels the car lurch forward, so he stops what he's doing, he looks up and he goes, "No, it's flat, go!" And I go, "Go?" And he goes, "Go." So I put my foot right back down in it, and I'm trusting my co-driver that the other side of this thing is open and it's straight. We crested that hill, and he goes right back to his notes and he starts the note over. 500 into long crest, and by that time we had crested the second smaller crest, which was into right 3. I went, "Oh, shh," and basically pulled the gear shift knob off, trying to shift it into 4th, put both feet in. Nothing I can do. Basically, the car came down. The front hiccup on the inside berm, so now we're on two wheels. And we're doing probably about 70, 80. At this point, I scrubbed a little bit of speed off. And when the car touched back down, we were at the outside of that 90-degree turn. And the car hit, bent the left front control arm, sheared off the rear subframe, and toppled end over end, 360, and when the bottom side came down, or the right side of the car came down, it hit something and pirouetted the car through the trees. Basically, when I got out of the car and looked, there was enough room for the car to fit this way through the trees, but not this way through the trees. So if we would have gone sideways, true sideways, we would have hit a tree dead in the hood and dead in the trunk, and we would have been really hurt. As we pirouetted through the trees, we spun one more time. We came to rest on the driver's side down. I was like, "What the heck?" My co-driver's like, my fault. I called the wrong note. And so I unbuckled and I stood up, propped the door open, looked up, and I can't see the road. I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at. None. And it's not because I'm dazed. I mean, literally, I can't see the road. Climb out of the car and I see this little opening. We're about 100 feet off the road, I think. Climb up or run up to the road and I go, "Where the hell is this? This isn't what I drove through." Started running up the road, and then I figured out what had happened. Basically, I ran up through the S, and when I turned around, there was the 2 trees, and then there was this big shrubbery about 15 feet high. And I swear to God, that shrubbery saw us coming because it went, "Oh, and ducked and let us through, and then fluffed right back up. It was like we didn't even go through it. We just scraped the bark off of some of the branches. We found the front bumper about 30 feet from the accident. We found the front bumper beam, structure part of the car, 60 feet from the car. We found the skid plate almost right on top of us. We found the rear wing uprights. Found both pieces, but the carbon insert, it's a 4.5 feet piece of carbon that's 9 inches thick. We didn't find that. It, poof, gone. So, and as we come in, we come to rest, and there it is. Now, here's the car. We're actually, me and the co-driver are starting to talk about putting it all back together and going back out with the car because it's a wonderful car. It's an absolute dream to drive.
Yeah.
It's wicked fast. We're really competitive with it, and I just can't let it go. I've got an attachment. I put a lot of hours into the car building it, so I always remind myself, you win when you lose if you learn.